Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly readings. This is Raisa here. I trust you guys had a so-so week last week. No, the energies weren't quite as powerful. Perhaps you started to level out or be able to deal with the energies that were around you a little bit better than the previous week. Um, Nonetheless, there's still going to be a lot of battles, discussions, differences of opinions, but not as much as we move through this week. This week is all about focusing on self, continually checking in with yourself to see if there's something you need to do to take care of yourself. Again, we're in the month of Virgo, so it's focusing on our health. It's focusing on what we can do to improve it, and we need to continue that trend until we're balanced, or until we're able to say, okay, I've taken care of my health, I've done everything I can do in order to change what I need to change, because I know that it will improve my health or make it better for me as I move through, as I look towards the future. Okay, there are a lot of cycles that are ending for us at this time. I know it isn't even the end of the year, but at this point, a lot of things in our lives are changing. We are improving. We are trying to move forward and to improve ourselves in many areas of life. This could be anywhere from romantic relationships, work, home, family, relations. So it could be in any area of your life where cycles are ending so that new cycles can begin. You have learned your lesson. You have grown. You have separated from ego a bit and saw some of your mistakes from the past, or where you could have done things differently and didn't because ego was in the way. Confronting your ego self, confronting the darkness perhaps within you and learning from it, and learning to focus on yourself instead of others and what others think or what others do. Learn to focus on yourself. What do you want? How can you improve your own life? Cycles that end, and wherever there's an ending, there is always a beginning. Now this beginning is going to make you feel a bit helpless and hopeless, because you're going to want to stay in that same energy that you are familiar with, the one that doesn't cause fear. The one that causes fear is the one that you're heading to, the one that you don't know the outcome yet. You're not sure if it's going to be something positive yet for you or not, whether it's a new job, a relationship, a new home, a new direction in life, a new study of religion, whatever. Everything is changing in our lives for the better, but we need to feel it inside. We need to know it. And this separation from the old cycle, the cycle that's ending, is going to cause a bit of a lot of fear, and it will make you feel helpless and hopeless, wondering if you're going in the right direction. So it's going to bring up a lot of darkness, a lot of fears that are going to be eliminated as you move forward, because you're going to realize that the divine truly has you by the hand. Okay, it has been guiding you all along towards love, towards yourself, loving yourself, towards things that you're going to enjoy a bit more. Move your body, move forward without fear. Okay, this darkness, this is all just in your mind. Okay, it's only your thoughts. It's only your thoughts, and separating from the old energies that's going to bring up a lot of fears and feelings that perhaps, well, I'm in this all alone, even though I'm surrounded by people. That is not necessarily true. There's others that could be feeling the same damn way. You just need to communicate. Try to open up a bit more. Allow others in. Don't feel like you're doing things by yourself, because you're not. There's a team. There's a team effort. There's more people around you that could help if only you allow them to. But the divine is right there. That energy is your spirit, your guides, your angels. They're all around you. They're trying to help you. Okay, this could also represent marriage for some, or a union of sorts, a commitment that you make with another. It could be a work relationship, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a union of families that have been separated for many years. It's a union. Mostly it could be religious also as well. A new religion some of you may be starting, or a new marriage for some. So keep that in mind. It's also a very triumphant card. That card represents the car, or being triumphant in life, moving your life forward, moving from one place to another. So if you guys are planning on moving out, planning on moving towards a new beginning or a new situation in your life, you're being asked to do so. So even though there's going to be fears that come about, there may be discussions, there may be separations of family, of situations that have been very familiar, that will bring about this hopeless, helpless feeling. But keep moving forward. The divine is saying, keep moving. You're not alone in this. You're being held. You're being guided by them. So don't be afraid. There's going to be a feeling of rebuilding, whether it's your heart chakra, all the other chakras, rebuilding from the bottom up, because you're tearing down a home, you're tearing down a relationship, you're tearing down a place where you worked, and you're moving to a new position, a place of employment. New situations will come up because you are ending cycles, one way or the other. These are major arcana cards. So I will have you know that even if you drag your feet or your ass, or you're so freaking afraid of the moves or the changes that are coming about for X, Y, or Z, because for all of us there's going to be different reasons. These 3 cards are major arcana. That means that whether you do the stuff or not, it's going to happen. Rebuilding must happen. The ending of cycles are happening together. When the cycles end, you need to rebuild, and then you need to move forward. You can't stay stagnant. Okay? You're not going to, because you're being guided anyway. So whether you're trying to do the stuff or not, is going to happen. One way or the other. There's going to be a big ass blowout. Okay, for some of you, a big discussion that leads to a sudden, like, okay, I'm leaving, the hell with you guys, or whatever. You know, it could be as drastic as that, or it could be something that's done very amicable. You know, but you are definitely closing one thing to begin another. And then this is the Tower card. So the Tower is a destruction. It's a sudden enlightenment, a sudden epiphany that you get. It's like, what the heck am I doing here? Why am I so worried about closing the old cycle when the new one is so promising? It promises happiness. There could be an outburst of emotion, which sometimes when this Tower happens, outburst of emotion, your cup floweth over, so you may cry because of the separation. You may have words because of the ending of the cycles and the new ones beginning. You may have to stand strong. You have to, because your ego self doesn't want you to change. But the change needs to happen. And where you're headed is something that will bring about happiness in some way. Happier than you are now. It could be a new relationship that you meet because of the move. A new activity that you begin because of the move forward or the change that you are making. Okay? But love abounds, so there'll be love around you. It may be your family gets along better because of your big move forward, or the big change that you have, this epiphany of, why have I been thinking things in one way when I could have been doing it this other way. Could be just your mind changing, your body changing, your thoughts, your thought process could be changing, okay? Because it could be something totally different for all of us, all right? This is a general reading, and general readings, there's many, there's generalities, you know, it could be anything. Just take the card for what it means to you. I know what it means for me, but for you, it's going to be different. You listen to my channel, therefore there's a connection through the energy of something changing in you as well, and you understand this, okay, for what it is. You're being asked to take the lead. This is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands represents your ships coming in. Something, energy that you've put out, that you have worked for, something that you have tried very hard to achieve is now starting to show its little face. You're starting to see the end of the road, the light at the end of the tunnel. But you need to take the lead in some of the situations in order for it to finally happen. Okay, you just can't sit back and expect it to happen on its own. You're going to have to take the lead. You're going to have to delegate work. You're going to have to think about the steps that are needed now in order to finally cross that finish line, in order to bring about the ending of this cycle and the new one to begin. You can't do it by letting yourself just kick back and watch the energy happen around you. It's not going to. You have got to put in effort in order to continue. So you're not done yet, in other words. You need to continue. Okay? Manifest. You have the energy, you have all the tools at your disposal in order to bring about the ending and the new beginning, in order to manifest what you want, your dreams, okay? You're awaiting results. You're looking to see how far you have come already and what else you need to do. You need to make a list. Draw up a list, figure out who's going to do what and how's it going to get done until you are done with your dream that finally materializes. Dreams that are coming true. These are wishes that you've put out to the universe. It's the universe holding your hand and helping you achieve it. Okay, you taking the final steps that are necessary in order to bring about the change that you have been hoping to bring about, which bring about a lot of things that you're going to enjoy. Okay, the world, you have learned your lessons. You have come a long way on this path, and we're ending a big cycle so that another one can start, a happier one. With that Ace of Cups, it could have been the Ace of something else, the Wands, more passion, more inspiration. It could have been the Pentacle, you know, a new job, a new form of finances that are coming through. But no, you got the cup, the Ace of Cups, new emotional experiences that are going to bring about some happiness where perhaps you guys have not been very happy. The fears have got to be kicked aside. When they start to creep in, you say, move away, clear cut, delete. I want to think only of the positive that's coming. You open your arms, say, universe, I'm opening my arms for all of the wonderful new experiences that you're bringing into my life, for all the blessings that are coming my way. This helpless and hopeless situation has got to be set aside in your mind. Do not let it fester. Do not let it creep in. That is only ego trying to keep you down. Remember, we're going to have a huge epiphany as we move through this week, okay? It's going to open up a new path for us. So we need to stay alert and be aware that it's coming, that there's going to be a total eclipse in our lives, you know, a total rebuilding, a big, envision it like a big thunderbolt hitting you. And you finally seeing clearly the things that you needed to see. Well, it's here. It's right there. See, it's hitting her right in the ass. It's like, wow, it's moving her forward. It's going to make her do things that she hadn't thought of before because perhaps she needs to. Even though you're feeling alone, like you're the only one that's doing all the work, you have the guiding light. You need to shine it in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve. There's still a little bit that you need to go, but it's not far now. You're almost there at the end of the road, okay? This feelings of being alone, forget it. You're being given the light, okay? There's a tiny little light in this house, and there's your guiding light. You have the one that's going to guide you to where you need to be. So you need to take the lead in your group, in your whatever, family, friends, relationship. Take the lead. There's going to be a coming together of minds, of souls, of soulmates. Whether it's your family members, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a new romantic relationship for some of you that are single, like myself. Or it could just be a work relationship where everything falls into place. There's a coming together of souls to make one, to make something actually happen. So for some of you, like I said, this is a romantic relationship, perhaps a significant soulmate that comes into your life during this period of your life. When one cycle ends and the other one begins, once you settle into whatever the new changes are in your life, boom, somebody appears to help you move through this energy, help you with the next stage of your life. Okay, it could be a job for some of you that you're starting, that you really like, but you've got the Ace of Cups and you have the Two of Cups. Okay, so a love that begins, something that you really enjoy is going to start in your lives now. All right. Heal. This is the Star card. I love the Star card. It happens a lot in my readings, and I'm really happy to see it every time I do. It brings about light. It brings about healing, breaking away from unhealthy attachments, whatever they are, addictions, whatever they are, breaking away from darkness to bring in the light into your lives. You have grown a lot spiritually. Karmically, you're closing out cycles. You are starting to see things for what they are on a spiritual level, okay? Not physical, because we're all in the physical world, but then there's also the spiritual part of it that we are becoming more familiar with now. We're starting to see things now. The veil is dropping a little bit, and we're starting to see on the other side of the veil what exactly exists with us as well. What energy we could call upon in order to manifest, in order to assist us when we need it. And we're healing ourselves. We're healing ourselves. We're breaking away from things that have kept us captive for a very long time. And mostly it's in our minds, it's our own ego that has kept us trapped. We need to break away from that and join up more with spirit. Okay, this guiding light that's going to help us as we move through this energy that is going to be kind of difficult, but it's coming. We're healing. We're spreading our wings. We are following our guidance, and it's going to lead us to a better place, okay? Do not be afraid. We are releasing our old selves. There's a definite change, a definite dropping of our old selves so that our new selves can emerge spiritually, physically as well. Okay, this is the death card. This is the release of the old, the new beginning, the hope for something new in our lives, the breaking away from things we no longer need. You know, and actually facing it now, not turning our backs on the change and fighting it and going against it or thinking that we're just not following the right path. We definitely are. We definitely are. We need to continue, and the quicker we move through this energy, the quicker the new life will begin. We need to dedicate our efforts to what we're trying to achieve because it's going to be a wonderful new work of art. Okay, for some of you, you're going to start painting. You're going to start focusing on your artistic abilities, whatever they are. For all of us, it's different. You're going to pick up something that you've dropped, either potting plants, growing herbs, a new garden, a new painting. You're going to start sewing. You're going to start whatever, knitting, taking walks, things that make you happy, that bring about your talents, that make you use your talents because perhaps you haven't had time. Maybe you're going to start making time. You're going to dedicate effort to the things that you love in your life, and you're going to bring them about, whether it's a relationship, because there's two there, right? You're like, he's painting this beautiful scenery. It could be a dream he's had, and he's like, okay, I'm going to bring it into reality. You're going to get a well-deserved reward for your efforts. Your efforts are not going to go unnoticed. You're going to be well rewarded for them, okay? Don't forget to listen to your guidance because guidance is coming through. The more you listen, the more your reward comes sooner. With your dedicated effort, you can't fail. You cannot fail. You're going to be nurturing yourself and others. There's the flow of the cycle that ends and begins. So you're flowing. And you're strengthening your bonds with those people around you. There's a strengthening of bonds that happens because of the nurturing. Pay attention to your mother or your family. And if you are a mother, pay attention to your children because we have the Empress here. But other than that is nurturing and bringing about the abundance and the happiness that you deserve now for all of your hard work. There's the Wheel of Fortune. A fortunate turn of events. A strengthening of bonds with family, friends, with relationships. I think this is a great reading. A lot of good cards have come out. A lot of major arcana. And the last ones that are showing. The Six of Cups. Actually, this is the major arcana. These are the lovers. Lovers that finally come together. If you've been having a rift with your partner, whoever you're in a relationship with, you're going to start pulling together a little bit more. For some of you, it's marriage. This new person that you meet leads to a marriage. For others, it's a coming together of your relationship, strengthening the bonds within your relationship. More happiness. You know, just simply loving each other. Love of family, love of friends. This is the Six of Cups here. So, love your inner child as well. Love your children. Memories that come about with all of these changes of your past, your childhood, your family members, and just doing what you need to do. Either pulling it more together into your life, pulling that energy more, or just releasing it once and for all. Blessing it for what it was, your past. It's your past now. You're strengthening bonds now with your new loves, with the new things that are coming into your life. The sadness and isolation will no longer be in your life. Because you are a master of your heart now. You are beginning to be a master. You're releasing your heart that's been enslaved for a very long time. No longer. You're taking better control of your life now. More balanced as you move through into this new energy. And you're observing more. what other people do, the way they act, how others react towards you, the way they act when they're around other people. You're becoming more of an observer of life than a reactor. You know, you're not reacting as much. You're sitting back and letting others react, and you're watching, and you're learning from it. You've had to sacrifice some things, but you are following guidance, so I know that you're heading in a good direction. We all are, finally. More clarity of belief, more guidance. The Ace of Swords. So far we've gotten 3 aces, so we're on the right path. Okay, I need you to understand that it's not going to be easy, but it is guidance, and we are having to follow it. So such is life. Family and prayer. So it's all about family. Praying for their health, praying for your health, praying for the unity of family. Be enthusiastic. Whatever I'm most passionate about is the direction that I follow. So bring enthusiasm into your life. Be enthusiastic about the new changes that are coming, your family, the things that are going on, your children, whatever it is that's happening in your life at this time. There is hope if you trust in God. They have a wonderful solution, and brilliant plans are in store for you. So follow your guidance. There's hope for the things that you want in your life, for the dreams that you have put out to the universe. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me, and believe it. Believe it with every thought. Be passionate about the things that you are doing, what you really want in your life, so that more goodness comes into your life. You also need to remember that we are working with divine energy. So be patient. Be patient, because the big changes that we truly want in our lives and the things that we are hoping for and are enthusiastic about, they take time. More time than usually we'd like. And now we are like, we look at our phones, we want everything to happen in like 10 seconds. If 30 seconds is too long. So can you imagine what divine timing feels like? It's terrible. But we need to deal with that, because not everything can happen as fast as Googling something on your phone or on the internet, where everything is instantaneous. It's all quick. It's at the touch of your fingertips. You know, you have all this information. But divine timing is nothing like that. So we're learning to separate ourselves when we're talking about spirit, or when we want spirit to intervene in something that we're desiring or that we're asking about. We better take a seat, because it's not going to happen overnight. Every now and then you ask for something and it's instant when you get your reply. But for the most of us, we're going to miss it because it's too quick. And then it takes a little while before it comes about in a different form, so that you don't miss it. God. I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and the situation. So again, what you're asking for, it's divinely guided, and it is coming. They have heard your silent prayers or your thoughts or what you have asked for, but it takes a little while. Again, divine timing. It's not that quick on some of the things that we want, but believe that it is coming. You're being watched over, you and your family and your children, whether you can be with them or not. They're being watched over because you asked for it. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. So the changes that are coming about, the changes that have happened between you, your family, your relationships, you're being watched over and you're being guided. So there's nothing, absolutely nothing to worry about or to fear. Even if you can't always be there for your family members or for your children, pray. And have faith that they are being watched over, whether you believe it or not. And again, another card of optimism. Be optimistic about the changes that are occurring in your life. They're occurring for a reason, and it's for your improvement, whether you can see it or not right at this moment. I expect good things to happen, and they do. So keep your faith up, okay? I know that sometimes it's hard, especially when we're making great big changes. It's very difficult. But stay optimistic so that everything that happens in a positive, natural way, that we don't bring any negative energy to block it, to make it last longer, to stop it, to have to overcome more obstacles, because our thoughts can bring it about, and we need to stop doing that. Okay. There's your interactive. Do you guys believe in fairies? I have seen a gnome once. Oh no, was it a gnome? It wasn't really a gnome. It was like a leprechaun. But I hadn't seen any fairies until recently. A fairy came to me in a dream. So open your minds to everything, because everything and anything is possible. And we need to think that way. Autumn. Autumn is already here or coming for some of us. In the fall season, everything comes together as you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. So for some of us, the autumn is going to be very important as we make these changes and move forward. It's going to bring us a lot of abundance and harvests of the things that we have asked for. Sorry for the interruption. There always is one during my readings now. Okay. Put out some cards for this deck. So be aware that during the autumn seasons, you're going to reap some of those rewards of the things that you have asked for during the rest of the year. As you surrender the need to change things or to make them happen any sooner than they need to, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. So by not trying to control the universe, things will happen a little bit sooner. We just have to learn to let go of the things that we cannot control and know the ones that we can, and then move forward with that and allow the other things to fall into place as they may. I get that card a lot. I am in the flow of the universe. Being in the flow is going to be very important as you move through this week. Try not to fight the energies. Go with whatever is going on, because it's going to be the best thing for us during this week. And we will feel like we're finally being guided. Like we are definitely in the flow of the universe as we move through this week, the energies. I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit. So a lot of you are going to receive some messages from Spirit. Know this. Expect messages to come either in the mail or in the email or on your phone, text messages, what have you. There's going to be different ones. There's also going to be feathers and money that we'll see as we move along. And know that it's from Spirit. It's Spirit saying, hey, I'm with you. I'm here. You're not alone. Don't ever think of it as like that, as being alone, because we usually never are. We never really are. We just think that we are sometimes. But if you could see, if the veil were to drop right now and you could see exactly how many souls surround us, it would terrify you. I'm sorry to put it that way, but it is a fact. We are definitely always walking in a room filled with people. There's people from everywhere. There's souls here that have been here for a very long time. We're not alone ever. We also have our guides and we have our angelic guides. But trust me, we're definitely not alone. Never. work on your third eye. Work on clearing it out and seeing. Maybe it'll show you something in your dreams, in the astral planes. Or maybe you'll see it one day and when you're fully awake, all of a sudden the veil drops and you see something. Flash of light, someone that walks by, something in the corner of your eye. Out of the corner of your eye, you'll see something move. The flashes of light are usually the angels, you know. But it could be your guides too. You'll see them a lot. I saw this in the middle of the deck when I cut it, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to say nothing. There's some significant soulmates coming for some of us, okay? I'm throwing myself in that mix. So just be aware that at this time they could be from the past or they could be from the present, you know, or the future. Past relationships that you already know, or from past lives that you have yet to meet in this time. But there's cycles endings and new ones beginning, so perhaps there is a significant soulmate on their way for some of us that don't have a relationship. And even if you are in a relationship, a significant soulmate can be a pet, could be a family member, a new child that is born, that is a soulmate of yours, is part of your soul group, not necessarily a romantic relationship. Because sometimes people hear, oh, soulmate, twin flame. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's someone you're going to be romantically involved with. But it is someone that shares your soul, that shares your spirit, that shares something that you truly love, and that will become a very significant friend or romantic partner. Could be someone at work. There's going to be a fork in the road coming up. But we know this because we know that cycles are closing and a new one is beginning. For some of us, it could be two ways. Two different directions that start to open up, and you're like, okay, which way do I go now? Now what has happened? Why can't it be simple? For some of us, it won't be simple. It could be two romantic relationships that open up, or two significant soulmates that pop into your life at the same time. It could be another job. It could be another home. You never know. There's just so many things. It could be a message that comes up that really throws you off guard. And you say, well, now what do I do? Okay, but definitely a fork in the road where you're going to feel like, oh, I thought I had this. What happened? Messages that come, things that change. You know, you're going to feel like, oh no, I am orphaned. I have no one. This again represents ending of a cycle where things have been kind of dark and you have felt alone, to where it's not going to be that way as we move through this energy, okay? So keep that in mind. You might feel like you're back at zero if you have too many choices that suddenly pop up, because you know you could have your heart set on one way or one thing, and then all of a sudden you get more than one choice, and then it's like, oh goodness, what do I do now? You follow your heart is what you do. Okay. Family. For some of you, your family is going to be very important as you move through this week. I pray for my family and give the situation over to God for answer, support, and healing. If you're worried about your son's health, or you have children, or you're worried about them, don't worry, okay? They're being watched over. Your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. This could be grandchildren. This could be children. For some of you that are expecting a child, it's going to be a boy. And don't worry, everything is going perfectly. Even if something were to come up, health-wise, it's going to be taken care of, because you're being watched over, you're being helped with your family issues. For some of you that want a child, it's on its way. Don't put fear into it. Just trust. Trust in the divine energy. There was something else. Let's see if I can get it back. If you've had a rift with your children, don't worry about it, because as the family issues are being healed, the angels will pull them back together with you. So no matter what's going on with your children, with your family, everything is being watched over. Everything is happening in divine timing. Your children, your grandchildren are being watched over and protected as they explore this world. So if anything were to come up with your children, relax. Okay, the divine has it. Don't worry, especially if it's something to do with their health or their well-being. They're going to be fine. Just keep praying. Prayer is very important. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. So look within yourself. Looking deeper into the situation with family or with your children may be something that's important at this time. Looking deeper within yourself as to what you want when it's related to a family, to children. And there's something within you that needs to come out. There's a gem that is hidden. So there's either a talent or a spiritual talent, something that you're not using that you need to use. You need to look deeper, because there's something that's just beneath the surface that can really help you as you move forward. There's like I said, there's a gem that's hidden, and you need to find it within yourself, who you are. And there's the loyal heart. This again represents soulmates. So there could be a significant soulmate that's coming into your life for the family issues, for the children. If you're hoping to have children, you're still waiting for the right person. Sometimes we're with a person and nothing happens because there's someone else that you're supposed to have a child with, or someone else that is the one that comes into your life for the family bonding. Or maybe you have a child with someone that left and there's someone else that's coming in to help you raise this child. So there's a loyal heart that's heading your way. Do not discount it. If you are single, someone new is coming. If you are with someone already, this person is very loyal to you, whether you see it or not. Perhaps you need to look deeper as to the gem that is hidden there in that person, that perhaps will come out once you start looking, and healing the family issues that you have with this person. It could also be your child. You could have a son or a child that has a hidden gem. You need to help that child open up to it. There's something that they're really, really good at, or perhaps they're very spiritual, very sensitive children, and you need to look for it so you can actually see it and then help the child through it, because it will be difficult as they're growing up. They could be hearing angels. They could be seeing their spirit guides. You need to watch out for that, okay? All right, for those of you that chose B, come to the edge. You're being asked to trust. Come to the very edge of what you think you cannot achieve, or what you fear the most, and just jump and let go. And let go and watch divine energy help you through this, okay? There's a situation that you're trying to resolve, or something that's going on in your life, and you just need to release the energy and believe in yourself. Once you release, once you relax, the thoughts will start to come into your frame of mind, so you can say, oh, I don't believe I hadn't thought of this already. It's because you totally let go. You finally relaxed and you said, okay, divine energy, help me. What is it that I'm supposed to do next? I am at the very edge. I'm about to let go of the last shred of this rope that's been holding me up. What do I do now? When you get to that point where you let go, then the divine energy is going to put a thought in your head, or help you, or shine a light on something that you need to do, a new direction, something you'll see publicated like in a newspaper, an advertisement, some type of message that you will see that will say, I don't know, I missed this. My inner light shines far and wide. You're going to make a difference in your life or in the life of others, so don't give up on that thought. You're here to make a difference, okay? But you need to believe in yourself before you can actually do that. A new home, moving is a step in the right direction for you. So there's a new place that's right for you. Be sure that you go in the right direction, okay? Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to fall into place once you find the right place. You will be able to make a difference in life, so don't fear that, okay? That these new changes, or you can't do it, you're scared, you don't know what direction to take. You're being asked to, like, give up everything. Come to the very edge of your patience, of your mind, of everything that you are working for. You have to. because they're testing you in a sense. It's another test. It's another karmic lesson that you have to learn. It's another thing to let go and trust in divine energy. And once you learn to do that, once you're there at the very edge where you think you cannot go any further, you can't sink any lower, you can't just do anything anymore, you give up. Once you give up, that's when everything falls into place. And that's because he has you right by the hand. He's like, okay, here we go. This is the direction that you need to go to. This is a great card to get. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation as hard as you can, day and night. Pray, pray, pray. And you will see the light. Trust me. Might even come into your dreams to talk to you. For those of you that chose C, go to the sea. Wow, that really rhymes, huh? For those of you that chose C, go to the sea. Anything that starts with the letter C, go to the sea, go to the ocean, go to where there's places of water. Even if all you do is meditate there, or think, or just hang out, stick your feet in the water, just relax, relax. You need to. It's going to show you a direction. Okay, for some of you, you might even be moving. You might be moving overseas. This is a definite card that says, do it. Do it because it's the right direction. All your little arrows are pointing in that direction for you to move in that direction. So go to the sea. Whatever thoughts you get of a direction, of a new direction, or something that you have to do, when you go to the place of water and you remain there for a while, meditating on your direction, and just open your mind to the ideas that come in. Don't put an idea in there. Wait for it to pop in your head, okay? Because it will, and it's asking you to let go, and you're going to be doing some movement forward, so ignite your courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. You need to be brave, like Joan of Arc. Move forward. Don't let anything else slow you down or change the course of action that you have. You are going to do whatever, east, north, whatever that direction is. You know what direction you need to go to. Do it. Ignite your courage. Be brave. I know it's hard, and you're going to get those feelings of not wanting to do this. But you must, because you're being asked to. We're all being asked to at this time. It doesn't take rocket science. You can see it. You're healing. You're a healer. You're going to be healed. Once you listen to the guidance and you go in the direction you're being asked to go, and you ignite your courage so that you can actually do it, it will bring about some healing. You may meet a healer there. You may start a healing business or a new direction that deals with healing. Massage therapy, counseling, whatever. Healing energy surrounds you and this situation. I know that we're all going through a lot of difficult situations at this time and difficult choices that we need to make, but moving forward in your life it's a definite that you need to do it. Even if it's just going from one job to another, from one relationship to another, from one state of mind to another. It will bring about healing that you desperately need. But you need to be brave in order to make these changes. Don't look for it in someone else. It's got to come from within you. Gratitude. Gratitude is going to be another important thing that you need to do. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. Be grateful for everything that you've had in your life, everything that you've done, everything that you're leaving behind, everything that you're moving towards. Be grateful so that more things come into your life that you are going to really appreciate, okay, as well. So gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. You need to get that during this week. You need to have that like in your back pocket. Attitude of gratitude, and keep saying that everywhere you go. Pray hard. Look at that look for that direction as you go. Go to water, okay, if you have a chance, or just sit in your tub. Fill it up with water if you have one, and sit in it and relax your mind. Put some candles. No music. Just quiet. You don't have a tub? Get a bucket, fill it up with water, and stick your feet in it. And sit down and meditate. You're going to be connecting. Water is conducive, at least for me. When I do dishes, and if I'm looking out a window, just so happens up, I can connect to my guides really easy. Really easy, just by having my hands in water. The rest of my body in water just is great. I love it when I'm able to go into a pool or the beach and just sit there and connect to the divine. It's what I do when I do it the best, when I'm in water. So just putting your feet in water helps. You know, put some Epsom salts in there and watch. Just sit there and relax so that your thoughts come in. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you guys would like a private reading with me, please contact me via my email, risashealingarts11@gmail.com. The link will be down below. If you want to check out the readings I offer, go to risastarot.blogspot.com and you'll be able to check a list of readings there. You can also contact me during the week. I have a daily card that I put out. You can get, some updates on that during the week. Just contact me through or listen to my readings on Instagram, Raisa's Tarot. I think you'll find me that way. If you guys would like to purchase some of my art, I also leave a link down there every week. There's different things that you can get from me. Okay, so you go there and check it out. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. I hopefully am going to be closing out on the place that we're moving to, hopefully this week. So pray for us, would you? Help us out, because we surely have been through a lot of situations, ups and downs, and just give it a little prayer. See if hopefully by the end of this week we should be at least moving along or starting to move stuff into the new place. Kisses. Love you guys. Bye for now.